Hello friends, in this video we will go through the planet Mars in all the effects of planet Mars in all 12 houses as described in Vedic Astrology or Jyotisha. So let's get started. So these are the contents of this video. So we will look into the significance of Mars in Vedic Astrology, and then we will look into the strength and weakness of Mars, like when is Mars strong in a chart and when or how is Mars weak in a chart. And then we will look into the significance of all the 12 houses and the effects of Mars in all 12 houses, like the positive effect of Mars, strong Mars in all 12 houses, and negative effects of weak or afflicted Mars in all 12 houses. And finally, we will go through different time-tested remedies for weak or afflicted Mars. So significance of Mars. In Vedic astrology, Mars is also called Mangala Graha. Mars planet is a fiery, masculine and action-oriented planet known for its courage, strength and warrior-like nature. So Mars is the Karaka or significator for courage, bravery, siblings, especially your younger siblings, and it also represents land, real estate and property. And Mars also represents muscles and physical strength. It also represents engineering and technology fields and willpower and initiative as well. So let's look into Mars strength and weaknesses. So Mars is strong in a chart if it fulfills these criteria, like if Mars is located or placed in its own sign, that is Aries and Scorpio. These are the signs of Mars. So if Mars is placed in Aries sign or Scorpio sign, then it is strong. And Mars is exalted in Capricorn sign. So in Capricorn sign as well, Mars is strong. And Mars is strong if it is placed in Kendra or Trikona houses. So Kendra houses are 1st, 4th, 7th and 10th. And Trikona houses are 1st, 5th and 9th houses. And if Mars is unafflicted and supported by benefics, that means if Mars is not aspected or conjoined by planets like the negative planets or the planets like Saturn, Rahu or Ketu. So if Mars is not in connection with those planets, then it is called to be non-afflicted, and it is supported by the benefic planet. So Saturn, Rahu, Ketu are malefic planets, and benefic planets are Jupiter, Moon, Sun. So if Mars is with those planets, then or aspected by those planets, then it's strong. And it gives Raja Yoga when combined with other Yogakarakas, and it supports leadership, drive and physical vitality. So strong Mars supports your leadership and physical vitality. And weak Mars. So Mars is weak when it is debilitated, that is when it is placed in the sign Cancer. And Mars is weak if it is in Dusthana houses, that is the 6th house, 8th house and 12th house. And if Mars is aspected or conjoined with malefics like Saturn or Rahu, then Mars is weak. And like Mars, there is a Kuja dosha, there is a name Kuja dosha which is formed by Mars, and it is mainly related with marriage. And a weak Mars causes impulsiveness, injury or anger issues, like when it is afflicted or weak. So now let's look into the placement of Mars in the 1st house. So here we will first look into the theme or significance of the 1st house, and then we will see the positive effects of Mars. Like if Mars is strong in the 1st house, then it will give positive effects, and we will see the list of positive effects. And also we will go through the list of negative effects if Mars is weak or afflicted in the 1st house. So 1st house signifies self-image, your identity. It signifies your leadership quality and the initiative that you take. 1st house also signifies your physical energy and stamina, your temperament and emotional tone, your willpower and independence. It also signifies your public presence and image, like the image you have in public or in society. And it also represents your body, overall body, your personality and your appearance, especially your face and head. And Mars also, the 1st house also represents your direction in life, the path or the purpose that you seek in life. Now, if Mars is strongly placed in the first house, then it will give positive effects. So it will make a strong Mars will make a person courageous and confident. So you will have a bold personality, and you will show self-assurance. You will be a natural leader. You will have the assertive tendency, and you take charge in any situation. You will be energetic and athletic. You will have a great vitality. You will enjoy physical activity, and you will be direct and passionate. You will be honest, action-driven communicator. You will have you are highly self-motivated. You do not rely on others for any direction in life, and you have a strong first impression. Like you radiate confidence and charisma, and you are attractive and robust. You have a defined features, a healthy build, and glowing presence, and you fearlessly pursue of goals. Like you set clear objectives and you act decisively. Now, if Mars is weak in the first house, then it will give some negative effects, like you'll be aggressive or harsh. You have reckless actions, like you rush into decisions without thinking properly, and you are prone to injuries, like accidents, cuts, and those injuries are especially in the head or face. You are short-tempered. You get angry quickly, and you are rebellious or defiant. You resist authority and guidance, and you are restless or scattered. Like you have an inconsistent energy. So because of being restless, it's like people might think you are unreliable, and you will have facial marks or rashes. Like you may suffer from burns or scars due to overheating or inflammation, and you lack clarity or control. Like you get distracted easily, and you struggle with consistent direction. So these are the effects of weak Mars. So if you have strong Mars, you'll get the positive effects, and if you have weak Mars, you'll get the negative effects. Now let's look into the second house, Mars in the second house. So these are the theme of the second house, or the significance of the second house. So second house denotes wealth and possessions. It denotes family values. Second house denotes speech and voice, food and diet, your savings and investments, your self-worth, your security and stability, and material comfort. Now, if Mars is strongly placed in the second house, it will give the following positive effects. You will be ambitious and hardworking. You will work diligently to accumulate wealth. So since second house denotes wealth and possession, so you'll be hardworking to gain wealth, and you'll be protective and loyal, like protective and loyal to your family. You'll be clear and persuasive in speech. You'll have an effective communication. You'll be a disciplined eater. You'll maintain a good dietary habits, and you'll be a confident investor. Like you take calculated risks in all your investments. You have a strong confidence and strong self-esteem. Like you will have a positive sense of value, and you'll be focused on stability. Like you work diligently toward material security and stability, and you are driven for comfort. Like you are driven to acquire comfort. You strive for a comfortable lifestyle. Now, if Mars is weak in the second house, you'll get the following negative effects. You will be an impulsive spender. You will have a poor financial decisions that leads to loss. You will always argue over money, or like there can be conflict related to finances, and you will be harsh or blunt in speaking. That can hurt others with your words, and you will be a careless eater. Like you neglect health through poor diet, and you will do a risky or rash investments that will lead to financial instability. You could have ego issues because of your overconfidence or insecurity. You will have anxiety over finances. Like you worry excessively about money and stability. and you will be overindulgence in luxury or possessions, or in material comforts. There will be overindulgence. Now let's look into the Mars in the third house. Third house represents communication and speech, your siblings and neighbors, like mainly younger siblings, your short travels, your courage and initiative, your learning skills, writing and creativity, social interaction, and mental agility. Now, the positive effects of strong Mars in the third house. You have a clear and assertive communication. You speak with confidence and conviction. You'll be protective and supportive to your younger siblings and your neighbors. You will have a strong bond with them. And you'll be an energetic traveler. You enjoy frequent and spontaneous short trips. So third house denotes short travel. So you'll enjoy those kind of short trips. You'll be bold and proactive. You take charge quickly and fearlessly. You'll be a quick learner. You absorb knowledge rapidly. You'll be a passionate writer. Like you can express ideas strongly and creatively as well. And you'll be outgoing and confident. Like you'll be more engaged or actively engaged in social circles. And you'll have a sharp and focused mind. You'll have a strong concentration and problem solving skills. Negative effects of weak or afflicted Mars in the third house. So harsh or blunt speech. So you can hurt others with your words, or being too aggressive. Competitive or quarrelsome siblings. Like there could be frequent conflicts or rivalry with your siblings or with your neighbors. You could be restless or careless traveler. You neglect safety and plan poorly. You could be impulsive or reckless. You act without thinking, and that may lead to mistakes. And you are easily distracted. So you'll find find it hard to focus to learn anything. And you will be overcritical or impatient. You are dissatisfied with results or process. And you could be argumentative or aggressive, and that could cause unnecessary conflicts. And you could be overwhelmed or anxious. That will result in struggle with mental pressure. Now let's look into Mars in the fourth house. Fourth house denotes home, land, property, your mother and emotional roots, your inner peace and security, your vehicles and comforts, domestic life and privacy, mental stability, land-related karma, and education, your basic or childhood education. So now let's look into the strong Mars, the positive effects of strong Mars when it is placed in the fourth house. So you'll be strong in real estate. You'll be bold in acquiring or building land, and you'll be protective of your mother, ready to defend like your family or your mother dignity. And you will be emotionally resilient. You handle stress well, and you keep calm under pressure. You enjoy fast cars. Like Mars enjoys speed and machinery, so you enjoy vehicles and cars and other kind of machines. You manage home assertively, so you keep things organized and you keep things secure. You are emotionally assertive. Like you balance your emotion with action, and you always fight for rights. Like you, due to strong Mars, you will always there's a chance of you winning land disputes and inheritance matters. Disciplined upbringing. So you will have a disciplined home environment. Your childhood is shaped by structure and survival instincts. Now let's look into the negative effects of weak or afflicted Mars that is placed in the fourth house. So there will be property dispute. Mars may bring a conflict in land ownership or domestic matters. There could be aggressive relationship with mother, and there could be like strained emotional bonds at home. There could be suppressed anger, like you can simmer internally, leading to emotional burst. There could be reckless driving or accidents. because of reckless driving. There could be arguments at home, and that may disrupt family harmony, like through your anger. You could be emotionally reactive as well, like there could be mood swings or frustrations or shouting, and there could be legal land issues or like prolonged litigation of land or loss through your own anger and aggression. And there could be aggressive upbringing, like there could be too much discipline or lack of emotional warmth during your upbringings or your childhood. Mars in the fifth house. So Mars in the fifth house denotes fifth house denotes, or fifth house signifies intelligence and creativity, romance and dating, children and parenting, sports, games and competition, investments and speculation, performing arts, intuition and gut instinct, and love expression as well. So let's look into the positive effects of strong Mars. If Mars is strongly placed in the fifth house, then it will give positive effects. So these are the positive effects. So you will be a bold thinker. You come up with your original and courageous idea. You will have an exciting love life. Mars gives passion and physical attraction to your love life, and you will be a protective partner. You will defend your children fiercely. There will be a competitive edge, like you will be excellent in games and physical contests. You will take bold risk, like in speculative markets. You will be able to take bold risk, and during like you will have a commanding stage presence. Like you could be a good performing artist, and you will courageously follow your intuition, and you'll be passionate and affectionate in love. Like you will openly show your love with energy and intensity. Now let's look into the negative effects of weak or afflicted Mars if it is placed in the fifth house. You could take risky decisions, like your decision may backfire due to lack of reflection, and there could be relationship conflicts. There could be ego issues in your dating life, and there could be, like you could have a strict or harsh parents, and there could be overconfidence or injuries to yourself, and there could be impulsive losses in investments, like poor timing or risk taking leads to financial setbacks. And there could be stage anxiety or aggression, like you can be too intense or emotionally rigid, and you act impulsively. You do not pause to reflect and react emotionally. And there could be possessiveness or jealousy in your love life, like weak Mars can cause issues of dominance or control in your love life. Mars in the sixth house. Sixth house denotes enemies, conflict, health, immunity, debts, obstacles, like day-to-day service or routine work, the day-to-day work that you do, competitions, legal fights, employees and subordinates. It also denotes diet and body care, and then overcoming difficulties as well. So let's look into the positive effects of strong Mars in the sixth house. So you'll be skilled at defeating. You will have the strength and courage to overcome competition. You will have a strong immune system. Like there can be very fast recovery, like because of your physical endurance. You will be courageous in facing financial problems. You can tackle debts and obstacles. You will be energetic and disciplined in your work. You will work hard with consistent energy. You will be strategic and brave. Like in competition and legal fights, you'll be strategic and brave. You can win any court cases or contests. You will have assertive leadership style. Like you will inspire or manage juniors well, and you will have a strong control over your fitness and over your body. You will be passionate about maintaining body and routines, and you'll be a persistent fighter. You fight through adversity. You'll have a never give attitude, and you never give up and persist until victory. Now let's look into the negative effects of weak or afflicted Mars in the 6th house. This attracts enemies or rivals. You will be constantly challenged or opposed. You are prone to inflammations or surgeries, especially in stomach, blood, or bone related areas. You will struggle financially with debt or lawsuits because of the poor decision making abilities. You will have aggression at work. You will have poor relationships due to impatience or ego. You are prone to legal troubles, and there could be unresolved disputes. There could always be fear. You could always be feared by juniors. It could lead to a fear-based leaderships, and you will be careless with your health. You will neglect routines or push your body too far, and you will overreact unnecessarily. That could create problem by over asserting or fighting unnecessarily. Mars in the 7th house. 7th house denotes marriage, partnership, business partnerships, legal agreements, public image, negotiation and diplomacy, sexual energy and attraction, cooperation and compromise, and social alliances. So let's look into the positive effects of a strong Mars in the 7th house. So you'll be passionate and committed in relationship. You will be deeply involved, loyal and protective towards your spouse, and you will be bold and assertive in your business partnerships. That will bring energy, courage and initiative to partnerships. You will lead from the front. You will be a courageous negotiator. You will be a strong advocate of personal rights. You will excel in law and litigation and debate. You will have an assertive presence in society. You will be known as a fearless and active contributor. You will draw respect through your directness, and you will be a direct communicator, and you will be an impactful and direct communicator. You will get straight to the point with clarity and confidence, and you will have a strong magnetism and confidence. You will be charismatic and sensually assertive. You draw physical attention easily, and you lead to resolution. You take initiative in resolving issues. You are always willing to take charge and settle matters through strength and action, and you protect and lead partnerships. You stand strong for friends, alliances or partners, and you are courageous in group settings. Now let's look into the weak or afflicted Mars, the negative effects of weak Mars when Mars is weak in the 7th house. So there could be conflict-prone spouse or dominating spouse. There could be ego clashes, assertiveness that will turn into controlling tendencies, and it may lead to separation or divorce. There could be power struggle in business. There could be struggle to share control or work cooperatively. There could also be trust issues with your business partners, and in legal matters there could be prone to disputes. It will attract legal battles or due to the aggressive stance, and you will be criticized for your aggression or your harsh tone, and you lack tact or empathy. You may offend others due to your impatient communication style. You will be controlling in intimacy because of your possessiveness and jealousy that could cause tension in intimate bonds. And there could be struggle to compromise or struggle in listening. You may ignore others' views, and there could be difficulty in yielding in arguments. And you could alienate others through impulsiveness. Due to your action, your harsh speech, that may isolate your allies unintentionally. Now Mars in the 8th house. So 8th house denotes transformation, regeneration, shared resources and inheritance, mysteries and occult knowledge, sexuality and intimacy, crisis and emergency handling, psychological strength and resilience, death, legacy and taboo subjects, power dynamics, and control. Now let's look into the positive effects of strong Mars in the 8th house. There could be deep change, like a strong ability to transform and renew oneself emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And that could be strategic handling. Like you will be able to effectively manage joint finances and inherit with confidence. You could have strong interest in occult or mysteries knowledge. You could be skillful in occult psychology and hidden knowledge. You could be fearless in exploring taboo or deep subjects. And there could be intense passion and deeply transformative experiences, like strong emotional bonding through intimacy. And you could be calm, courageous, and resourceful during crisis. Like you thrive under pressure and resolve emergencies efficiently. And you could have deep inner strength to face fears and regenerate after trauma. Like you will have a powerful capacity for healing and renewal. And you will have a mature acceptance and understanding of life cycles. You use knowledge of death and transformation for your growth, your own growth. You will have a balanced and assertive use of personal power. Like you command respect without dominance. Now, negative effects of weak or afflicted Mars in the 8th house. You resist change. You tend to get stuck in destructive or fearful patterns that hinder your growth. Financial disputes. Like there could be problem in shared money matters due to trust or control issues. Fearful or overwhelmed on the mystery or occult subjects. Like you may keep harmful secrets or become isolated. There could be control issues, jealousy, or possessiveness in relationships due to like your own insecurities. Panic and impulsiveness in crisis. Like you struggle to manage stress, and that could lead to harm yourself. Paranoia or obsession. You could be vulnerable to paranoia, obsession, or self-destructive tendencies. Like because of mental stress, it could cause problems. Fear or denial of death or taboo subjects. You avoid taboo subjects, and that could cause emotional blocks. And there could be power struggles or manipulation or abuse. Like you could misuse power, and that could damage your relationships and reputation. Mars in the 9th house. 9th house represents higher learning and philosophy, long distance travel, religion and spirituality, law and ethics, mentorship and teaching, optimism and vision, exploration and expansion, cultural and intellectual growth. Now let's look into the positive effects of strong Mars in the 9th house. You could be an enthusiastic seeker. You will have a strong desire to learn, explore philosophies, and expand understanding. You could be an adventurous traveler. You will be courageous and eager to explore distant lands and cultures. You will have courageous faith in religion and spirituality. You will have a bold commitment to spiritual practices or religious beliefs. You will have a strong moral compass. You will be assertive in upholding justice and personal ethics. You will inspire and motivate others. You could be an energetic teacher or guide who encourages growth. Confident and visionary. You will have a confident and visionary outlook. You believe strongly in goals and future possibilities. You will be a bold explorer. You will seek new experiences and you will broaden your horizons through action and initiative. Open to new ideas. Open to new ideas or open to new perspectives. Like you embrace diverse cultures and philosophies easily. So now let's look into the negative effects of weak or afflicted Mars in the 9th house. Dogmatic or rigid. You will be unwilling to consider alternate viewpoints. You are stubborn in your beliefs, restless and reckless during the long distance travels. Like you'll be a restless or reckless traveler. You will have impulsive journeys without planning, and there could be risks in travel. Fanatical, intolerant. You will have extreme views leading to conflicts and alienation. Like you will have extreme views in religions and spirituality. Aggressive or biased in judgments. Like you tend to impose your views forcefully or unfairly. Overbearing or harsh. There could be difficulty in giving constructive feedback, and that may intimidate learners. Unrealistic or impulsive. You take risk without foresighting anything. Like you may overpromise or fail to deliver. Takes unnecessary risk. So you'll have reckless behavior and you take unnecessary risk. Close-minded or argumentative. You are resistant to change or to change to a new concept, and you are prone to debate or conflict. Mars in the 10th house. So 10th house represents career and ambition, reputation and authority, professional achievements, public status, responsibility and discipline, leadership and management, goals and success, work ethics and perseverance. Positive effects of Mars in the 10th house. You are a driven leader. You are highly ambitious, you take initiative, and you push forward in professional life. Commands respect. You earn authority through confidence and action. Highly motivated. You are focused on attaining career goals and recognitions. Strong public image. You are seen as a confident and authoritative figure. Disciplined and focus. You are dedicated and you'll have a strong work ethic. Inspires and directs. Like you inspire your team, you direct your team, you lead with vision and determination, goal oriented and proactive. You actively pursue objectives with confidence. Persistent and hardworking. You keep pushing through challenges while achieving your goals. Negative effects of weak or afflicted Mars in the 10th house. You will be overly aggressive. That may create conflicts in your career. You'll be arrogant or domineering. You could use power to intimidate or control. You could be workaholic or impatient. You will neglect rest or like overextend yourself. Criticized for harshness. Like you could criticize others in an unsympathetic tone. Overburdened or controlling. You could too much micromanage others. Authoritarian or feared. That could be a harsh leadership. You could like practice harsh leaderships. Impulsive or short-sighted. You could take hasty decisions without considering consequences. Burnout or stress-related issues. Like you exhaust yourself in work, and that could lead to health problems. Mars in the 11th house. 11th house represents friendship and networks, goals and aspirations, group activities, support and gains, social causes and ideals, innovation and future planning, teamwork and collaboration, personal growth through social ties. And strong Mars, the positive effects of strong Mars in the 11th house. You will be energetic socializer. You actively build and maintain strong social connection, ambitious and driven. You focus energy on achieving important life goals, leads and motivates. You inspire and direct teams or social gatherings, proactive in seeking help. You actively pursue assistance and opportunities, passionate advocate. You are energetic in fighting for social or humanitarian ideals, bold and visionary. Like you'll be a bold and visionary thinker. You embrace new ideas and plans with confidence. You could be a strong team player that work well with others to achieve common goals. You grow through challenges. You learn and evolve through challenges in relationships or in social dynamics. Negative effects of weak or afflicted Mars in the 11th house. You could be pushy or confrontational. Like you can alienate friends by being too aggressive or argumentative. You could be unrealistic. You could have unrealistic goals. You set aims that are difficult to achieve, and that will result in frustration. Dominance or alienates. There could be overbearing in group settings, causing isolation, and over-dependent or manipulative. You could rely too much on others or use influence selfishly. Aggressive or intolerant. You may become combative or dismissive toward differing views. You will not tolerate any different views. Rash or impatient. You could take hasty decisions, or you could abandon projects prematurely. Competitive or selfish. You put personal interests above the group's benefits. Resist advice or change. You are stubborn, leading to repeated social conflicts. Mars in the 12th house. 12th house signifies spirituality and solitude, hidden enemies and obstacles, dreams and subconscious, sacrifice and service, foreign lands and confinement, intuition and psychic ability, meditation and healing, letting go and forgiveness. Positive effects of strong Mars in the 12th house. You could have focused inner strength. There could be a deep determination in spiritual practice and solitary activities. You could be courageous facing challenges. You could have the ability to deal with secret opposition or unseen problems. Energetic dreamer. You could be a vivid dreamer, like active engagement with subconscious mind and symbolic messages. Dedicated and selfless. You would be passionate about helping others, sometimes sacrificing personal desires. Adventurous explorer. You are willing to explore distant or unknown places, and you adapt well in confinement. Strong intuition. You will have a strong intuitive power. You will be confident in psychic impressions and inner guidance. You could be a passionate healer. You could use energy for meditation, recovery, and transformation. And you could help release burdens, like you encourage forgiveness and emotional freedom. Negative effects of weak or afflicted Mars in the 12th house. You could be restless or isolated, difficulty finding peace alone, may feel lonely. There could be secret oppositions. There could be like hidden enemies, or that could create difficulties. You could be confused or overwhelmed. And there could be like difficulty interpreting dreams or subconscious signals. There could be self-sabotage, or you could neglect your own need or become trapped in victim mentality. Like there could be victim mentality. You could be trapped in that. Feeling trapped or confined. There could be experiences of stress or fear related to isolation or imprisonment. Fear or paranoid. Anxiety about unseen forces or mistrust of intuition. Neglect self-care. You could avoid addressing personal healing needs. Holds grudges or resists forgiveness. And that could create emotional blockage. Remedies for weak or afflicted Mars. So there are different kind of remedies. The first one is spiritual and ritual remedies. So that could be chanting Om Mangalaya Nama 108 times daily. So this is the mantra for the Mars planet or the Mangal Graha. This will energize Mars and build your inner courage. Fasting on Tuesdays, Mangalavara Vratha. This will control impulsiveness, anger, and excessive heat. Offering red flowers to Hanuman or Kartikeya. This will gain strength, discipline, and victory. Worship Lord Hanuman with red sindoor and oil. This will pacify aggressive Mars and protect from enemies. Recite Hanuman Chalisa or Mangal Kavach. This will build fearlessness and protect from Mars related issues. Perform Mangal Shanti Puja via any priest. This ritual remedy will for afflicted Mars and Manglik Dosha. This is the remedy. And donate red lentils, jaggery, or copper on Tuesdays. This will reduce the karmic dosha and pacifies the fierceness of Mars. Now the second kind of remedies is physical and behavioral remedies. So engage in physical exercise or martial arts. So this will channel your aggression constructively. So instead of some wrong actions due to your aggressions, you can channelize your aggression into physical exercise or any martial arts or even sports. Practice breath work or pranayama. This will help manage inner fire and sharp temperament. Take cold water baths or swim regularly. This will cool down your overheated Mars energy. Maintain strict routines and self-discipline. So Mars thrives on structure and goal-oriented action. So if you could maintain strict routines and self-discipline, this will pacify or strengthen your Mars. Avoid spicy, oily, and rajasic foods. So that will control the irritation and aggression. Develop assertiveness, not aggression. That will build confidence without dominance. Gemstone remedies. So for the gemstone for Mars is red coral or muga. This is best worn on Tuesdays during Shukla Paksha or waxing moon, but always consult a qualified Vedic astrologer before wearing gemstones. The fourth one is karmic and relationship remedies. So Mars denotes siblings, soldiers, police, athletes. So you could serve them. You could serve your siblings or help your siblings and soldiers, police, and athletes. So Mars denotes like siblings and warriors and action-driven roles. So you could serve those. Avoid unnecessary conflicts or ego battles. Mars become malefics when you get involved in petty fights. So avoid those. Respect tools, weapons, and machines. So Mars denotes these weaponaries or machineries. So try to respect them. That will invite protection and control. Work with hands or build something regularly. So Mars denotes hand. So try to work with your hand. Try to be active with your hands and try to build something regularly. Do more hand work. That will ground Mars' physical energy into creative productivity. So the fifth remedy is avoidance. Like there are things that we can avoid as a remedy of weak Mars or afflicted Mars. So you could avoid violence, rage, or uncontrolled anger because weak Mars lashes out destructively. You could avoid laziness or passivity because Mars becomes frustrated without action. So try to be more active. Avoid reckless driving or speed-related risk because Mars rules engines and machines and motion. So those should be used with caution. Avoid harsh speech or argumentativeness because harsh speech will create enemies and damage your relationship. And avoid suppressing physical energy. Like that will the more you suppress, the more it will lead to inner irritation and health issues. So avoid those. And avoid holding grudges or seeking revenge. So Mars energy must be redirected to courage, not revenge or grudges. That's all for the video. I hope you found this video helpful. If you found it helpful, please like the video, comment if you have any questions or if you have any feedback. Please share the video to others and also please subscribe to the channel so it will give me more motivation to create videos like this. Thank you.